Hey everyone, it's Clarke here, and thanks so much for joining me for day number 2 for documenting December. I created my own little prompt list this year using a bunch of different prompts that I found on a bunch of different pins on Pinterest, and that is the prompt list that I'm going to be using. This is the really cute little Echo Park Buffalo check or Buffalo plaid album that I'm going to be using this year, and this is the cover page that I created in my previous or first video for this series, and I'll link that video up below. I'm going to create the back side of that opening page here today using this really pretty specialty paper that's kind of a cream background with stars on it, and I'm going to be using this gorgeous cut file from Just Nick Studio, and this was free on December 3rd. If you didn't grab it, it is still available in the shop. It's just no longer free. I love this cut file, and I cut it from that specialty paper from Crepe Paper Fa La La. So I'm just showing you here that on the opposing side of this double page layout, I'm going to be doing a 2 up, 2 down. So this is my page protector has 4x3 photographs that are going to go in those pockets. I've printed those up on my Epson PictureMate photo printer, and I did print them in 4x3, and I'm going to just trim those all down. Now I'm going to take that cut file and I'm going to adhere it to this other specialty paper, and that is going to create, like I said, the back side of my opening page, and that's it. It's done. It's very, very quick and simple in that way. And now I've also got my photos in my page protector on the other side, but that to me doesn't quite do it. I want to create something else that's going to be interesting there. So obviously I would really like some journaling to go along with my pictures of Max Pacioretty. These pictures that I have here are focusing on our little elf, and our little elf Max came back to our house on December 1st, and he has been up to shenanigans ever since. So I am just documenting about that here. I printed my journaling onto some cardstock, white cardstock, using my computer and my printer. And I'm going to back that onto more of this really gorgeous specialty paper from Fa La La. This is a heavy cardstock with, which is red, obviously, and it has really pretty gold glittery stars on it. And I'm just making this a little bit wider than my actual journaling because that's where I'm going to punch the holes, just to the left of the journaling there. And I'm just going to stick that into my album in that way. I'm not going to put this into any kind of a page protector. It's just going to go into the album like this. And I do that often in my December albums. It's kind of, if you were to look through the previous albums that I've created, it's something that I commonly do. Not everything goes into a page protector. I like to put lots of inserts and lots of interactive pieces into my albums. And so this is going to be a page like that. So I'm just taking a circle punch. I start off with, I think this is a 1 1/4, and I end up deciding that's not big enough. And I believe I end up using possibly a 1 3/4 here. You might be able to see the size on the screen. And I'm going to take a piece of paper from the 6x6 pad from Fa La La, and I'm going to cut out this circle, and that's going to be the base for some embellishing that I'm going to do on this journaling page. So I end up deciding that the journaling needs to be moved over a little bit here, and that's the beauty of repositionable adhesive. I end up moving that over to more to the center, making sure that I leave holes on the left side, or leave room, I should say, for the holes on the left side of my journaling, but ensuring that I have enough room for that little circle piece at the bottom. And like I said, that's going to be just a spot where I'm going to do a little bit of dimensional embellishment. So because this isn't going into a page protector, it makes the dimensional part of things a little bit more noticeable. And so I'm going to continue doing a little bit more of that embellishing. So I'm going to add one of these really cute little star clips to the top of this page, and then I will continue from there. So just going to add that, and then I'm going to add, I believe I'm going to add one of these buttons, still from Crepe Paper Fa La La, and I love that really pretty little gold button. I think it goes well with the star theme that I seem to have going on here. And I'm also going to add another sticker from the sticker sheet, and I think I'm going to add, no, I don't end up adding any washi tape. I think I put that on the other side. So I'm just going to use the page protector to put some circles for the holes here, And I will just take my hole punch, just my handheld hole punch, and make my holes for this page, and then I will be able to easily insert that into my 2-ring binder album. All of the page protectors that I'm using for this album are going to be the Simple Stories page protectors, and you can just see that fits in there quite nicely, and is going to be the journaling that goes along with our little elf. So if you don't follow me, I'm a huge Max Pacioretty fan, and when we bought our elf a couple of years ago, I named him Max Pacioretty because Max Pacioretty is the captain of the Montreal Canadiens, and this little guy's been a lot of fun for Earl and I. You know, we don't have little kids at home, and we don't have any grandchildren yet, hopefully someday soon. And so everybody kind of laughs at me, especially Mr. Clarke, but you know, it is just kind of entertaining finding different things to take pictures of this little elf doing. So I just backed this with a little bit more of that star paper that's on the opening page, just because I'm going to try to use up as many of the little bits and pieces of papers that I cut into. And so I backed it with that, and I'm just going to trim off the little excess that's poking up out of or over the top there. And on the back of this, I'm just going to put some alphas and just a little bit more embellishing, just to kind of spruce that back of that up a little bit and jazz it up. So the photos here of Max are actually pretty funny. I took a picture of Max taking a selfie on my cell phone. I got that idea from Pinterest. I also have a picture of Max in the Christmas tree and on Earl's shoulder. And I also have a picture of Max talking to my little willow statues. I don't know if you guys have any of those little willow statues, but I have a group of little girls. Actually, kids have given me those, students have given me those over the years as teacher gifts. And I love them. And I found Max talking to them one day. Anyways, I have a picture of that here too. So my embellishing on this side is going to say Meet Max. So that meet gold word there, gold phrase came from, I think that was an Amy Tangerine sheet phrase stickers. And I'm also going to spell out Max in gold or in red glitter alphas. And then I'm going to just embellish with another puffy sticker, or I should say, what are these called? I think acetate stickers or something like that. They're not quite puffy stickers. They're puffy, but they're plastic, hard plastic, not the soft variety. So, and I'm also going to take a little sticker here that says fa la la. And then I decide that I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape as well on the other side, because this collection came with a package of washi tape that had like, I don't know, 6 rolls or something like that in it. So I need to get using that washi tape on this album. So that is going to be just about it for this layout today. I had so much fun creating this, and I hope that you have fun watching and are inspired to do some different things with your album that maybe you hadn't thought of, or maybe these photos will give you some ideas of things to do with your elf. Although honestly, there are so many ideas on Pinterest for what you can do with your elf, and I don't know if I'm going to take any more pictures for my album of Max. I might, but he has been trying to tell the Willow statues that he's been scoring a lot of goals as the captain of the team. And I have to tell you right now that that's some bad karma right there, because Max has not been scoring, and I'm hoping that that's going to change. So I'll tell you what, if his scoring turns around, I will get a picture of Max with a little hockey stick and a puck, and we will be celebrating. So you can look forward to that possibly happening later in the album. I hope you guys are having so much fun documenting your memories this December. If you're doing a project like this, it is a lot of fun. I find that these memories and these books are looked at so much by my family, especially my kids. They love looking at these albums. So thanks so much for joining me today, and have an amazing day. And I'll be back soon with another layout for my Documenting December series. Bye guys. Have an amazing day. See you later.